We are north of the border in Toronto, and the retractable roof is closed for comfort. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game weekend set between the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Jay Happ will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, take a look at the numbers. ERA just a little bit under 4.0 on the season for this guy last year. He's a better pitcher than that, and I'm sure he'd like to get off to a much better start and get that ERA somewhere in the low to mid threes. We'll see if he can start that in this one here.
Stepping into the box, Brett Gardner. He will lead this one off today. First pitch of the at-bat. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Grichuk giving chase, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Matty, the key in this one for this lineup is they got to stay staunch in the middle of the plate. They can't start swinging at everything, or this guy will abuse them. He'll start flipping up the rosin bag. They have to sit over those 17 inches and hold to that.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Gary Sanchez. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, come in feeling good as they're 2-0 to start the new year.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line the line. This team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. 1-2-3 go the Bombers. Yankees nothing. Blue Jays coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Digging in, Devin Travis. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Jays, second baseman, Devin.
Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. With that, the Jays put their leadoff man on to start the inning. Now in the box, Teoscar Hernandez. Career numbers against Sonny Gray. He's a .333 hitter. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. They come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium, focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W, and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big number.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. No balls and a strike to count.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Fly ball heading for the alley. After it is Hicks. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Hernandez is on his way home. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
That's just some great base running from the guy at first. The ball had plenty of air under it, but he got a good read, recognizing it wasn't going to be caught, and he hustled all the way around home. That's something that shouldn't go unrecognized in that play.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Yonhervis Solarte. And now the Blue Jays look to put some more across the plate in this opening frame. Bird has got it, and the side is retired. A run for the Jays thanks to the RBI double. Here's big Aaron Judge. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
What a well-executed pitch right there. Just a little bit off the corner right there. Got a great hitter to go a little bit outside his zone.
Behind 0-2 now.
You see a guy taking swings like this. I think as a pitcher right here, you got to expand the zone even more.
And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Toronto Blue Jays today. And let's take a look at Troy Tulowitzki. Obviously known for his offense and the ability to move the ball both gaps and out of the yard. I don't think he gets enough credit for his defense, though. Plays a big man's game at shortstop, but is able to cover a ton of ground out there.
Into the box, Giancarlo Stanton. Outfield shaded a bit to left center, the first pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. The 1-1. Misses for the second ball.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front. Even though he didn't pot commit on that one, it opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
Now Stanton swings and sends a ground ball to short. On to first, and Happ's rolling now, 2 away. Here's Didi Gregorius. In past meetings with Jay Happ, he's got 2 hits in 17 at-bats. First delivery to him on the way. And the first pitch is chopped foul at the plate at strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Grounded up the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the 2-out hit here keeps the inning alive for Brandon Drury.
You know, D-Row, it's not always easy to hit in the day games. First 5 hitters, 5 up, 5 down. 6-hole hitter, though, he must have gotten a good night's sleep last night.
That's exactly where I was going, Dan. First 5 guys in the order looked like they were still asleep rolling out of bed. Those day games will creep up on you. 6-hole.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. So no runs on a hit here. No. In now, Kevin Pillar. He'll begin things here against Sonny Gray.
Left fielder, Kevin Pillar.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Ground ball left side. Scooped up on the backhand. And he'll beat the throw to first despite a fantastic effort. And that ought to be scored an infield single.
Right fielder,
first offering on its way. He'll go after the first pitch here as the fastball's hit foul off to the right. Strike 1. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Gray has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Pillar, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. First and second now, 1 man out. And this pitch is taken by Martin as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here. So the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Full count now, 3-2. Devin Travis waits on deck. One more time. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Payoff pitch one more time. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out. Next to bat for Toronto, Devin Travis. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Gray ready with the 0-1. Bouncer up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the run's going to come in to score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead now.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-hard RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
As a look, now the pitch. This is line to left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Blue Jays forced to settle for just the 1. Back here in Toronto for the start of the 3rd in this one, as you get a look at the famous CN Tower there in the distance.
Center fielder, Aaron Hicks.
First pitch of the at-bat. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Giving chase is Hernandez. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
This guy's not wasting any time, right? Gets a first pitch fastball, and he flies out deep on the first pitch of the inning.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And they'll start him with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0. Hit in the air to shallow center. Tulowitzki onto the grass, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder.
Here's Brett Gardner now. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's the first pitch to him. Lifted into center field. Hernandez is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around.
One of the keys to securing a win. They want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Lined hard to center field. Hicks patrolling center makes the play. 1 out. And now the Toronto number 4 hitter, Justin Smoke. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And it's gone as they add still another. In now, Yonhervis Solarte.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long as he can.
He popped out in his first trip. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. The 1-2. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-2. Lifted the other way out to left center. After it is Gardner. He gets there, but he missed it. Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. Now batting, Kevin Pillar. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Hey, I don't mind you taking one right there. This pitcher's been struggling early. You got to make him work, see if he'll get in his zone. If he's willing to walk a few guys and then someone pops one over the fence, this game could get out of hand early.
Under it, Gregorius, and that's out number 2. Here's Randall Grichuk, runner in scoring position with Cigar. Right over the middle, knee high. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Jays add one more on the solo home run. We're through 3. Stepping up to the plate, Ronald Torreyes. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Now a line drive to short, but caught out there by Tulowitzki. Struck well, but the leadoff man set down to begin inning number 4. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th. In now is the Yankees DH, Aaron Judge. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Here comes the first pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Waiting on it is Hernandez. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. After the break, don't go away. First pitch of the at-bat. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Yes, it will. It'll be a leadoff single.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Softly hit down to third. Likely no shot at 2. To second for 1. Well, he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Devin Travis. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. Gray ready with the 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. 0-1 the count. Set to deliver the 0-1. Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, strike 2. The 0-2 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. On the move is Stanton. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Standing in, Giancarlo Stanton. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Hit back up the middle. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Up next for the Yankees.
At the plate, Didi Gregorius. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. First offering on its way. Line drive to center field. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
That one had extra bases written all over it. Great sliding catch, and he also kept the runners right where they were at.
Brandon Drury will bat next. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is striding into the box.
Leading off for the Jays, third baseman,
Jonathan Holder is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard up the middle. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Here's Justin Smoke now. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
And there are 2 away now. Stepping in for the Jays, Yonhervis Solarte. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Nope. Too low, 1-0. And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there.
And the second baseman is there to make the play, and that digging in the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. Will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away. Here's Brett Gardner now. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. What a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes?
And that's in there. So perhaps some life here with 2 men out. So we'll go at least 1 at-bat deeper into the top of the 6th after that 2-out success.
Everybody needs a little love in their life right there. Nice piece of hit and get you some right there. A little soft liner. He definitely wasn't on that baseball, but he got a little luck involved there.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. And ready now, Kevin Pillar. He'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th. Hit to short. Gregorius is there. And there's 1 away. Here's Randall Grichuk, who was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Takes a high fastball for a strike. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. 1 out, nobody on. Another one sent foul.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit if he was able to keep his hands back.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch. And stepping in, Gary Sanchez. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. So here's the cleanup hitter, Aaron Judge. No hits to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a knee-high fastball.
We're moving along late into this one, and it's no surprise this guy continues to pitch well. Over 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you're doing that, you really put the hitters on the defensive.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that's off his leg on the mound. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first. Giancarlo Stanton now. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. And this swing is wrapped out to Tulowitzki at short. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They trail Russell Martin now. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have that. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. The next 0-2. And it's fouled away.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Devin Travis waits on deck. Here's a line shot that's going to get over the head of Gregorius and on into left center for a base hit.
Dan, how frustrating that must be. 8-pitch at bat, and he's able to work a base hit.
He threw everything.
David Robertson is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. A ball and no strikes. Martin aboard here at first with nobody out. And he comes back with one in there for a high strike.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Ready on 1-2. Missed with a breaking ball.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
In the dirt here. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. Ready once again, Teoscar Hernandez. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. No balls and 1 strike. And he lays off for ball 1. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. 3 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Right side hit hard, and that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now. And that's the second out. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. Lifetime numbers versus David Robertson. He's gone 3 for 8. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Strike called. Now the throw down. The throw is low, and he can't make the pick. 2 out here and a runner at second. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Lifted down the line in left. Drury in foul ground. And that will end up a foul ball. As a look, now the pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. Here's Didi Gregorius. He'll start us off in the 8th.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter, third baseman.
Digging in now, Brandon Drury. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. Lined into left center. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first two pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Ball one to start the at-bat. The 1-0. Popped him up. Tulowitzki is there. 2 down. Now at the plate, Greg Bird. 0 for 2 with a fly ball and a ground out on his line to this point. From the stretch. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Justin Smoke. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. No balls and a strike to count. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. And the knuckle curve freezes him as he becomes out number 1. Coming to the plate now, Yonhervis Solarte. He flew out in his last at-bat. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Hicks is under it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
The left fielder, number 11, Kevin Pillar.
Digging in to try it again, Kevin Pillar. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. 1 ball, no strikes to count. A swing and a ground ball to third. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now. 2-out success means Randall Grichuk will bat this inning. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. Ready for another chance? Randall Grichuk. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. 0-1 the count. Here comes the 0-1. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire. So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Brett Gardner. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
High in the air out to center field. Hernandez is right there, 1 down.
Now batting, second baseman.
Ronald Torre is the next to bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit on the ground toward the left. On the first in time, and the Yankees are down to their final out now.
Now batting, captain,
Ready for another shot now, Gary Sanchez. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Hot shot to third. And that's through for his first base hit in this one.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Here's big Aaron Judge. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. The relay, and he is in there.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
So now the Jays manager will make his way out toward the mound. That will bring an end to the appearance by Jay Happ. Giancarlo Stanton now, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Blue Jays have taken the first 3 games in this 4-game set. They'll look to sweep tomorrow as the ball game is over. 3-0 the final. We are north of the border in Toronto, and the retract into the box now, Jacoby Ellsbury, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. First delivery to him on the way. And we're underway as the first pitch is a check swing, but a called strike, 0-1. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, it's so far so good as they enter play 3-0 on the young season.
Yeah, Matty V, we're talking about a team that is white hot right now, Dero. They've won the first 3 games of this 4-game series. They'd like nothing more than Dero win this one here and finish it off to a nice 4-0 series.
Yeah, you take the first 3 in a series, you want to step on their throat right here. You don't get a chance too many times to take 4 games from somebody. They have that opportunity in front of them today.
With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing, and that's moving the ball over the fence. This is a station-to-station team. Not a lot of speed in this lineup, but they don't need much speed when they're moving traffic to both gaps.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Stepping in now, Gary Sanchez, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked tempting. And at least he held up. He must have been guessing.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Chasing after it is Pilar. He can't get there as it falls in.
Hey, a little top-of-the-order lightning right here, Dan. The second and third guys in the batting order throw knocks out there, and now you're staring a monster in the face.
Dero, this is just what you don't want to face as a pitcher, right? You get the 2 and 3 hole guys up, and all of a sudden now it's 4, 5, and 6 going to have to get through the meat of this tough batting order.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Popped him up. And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit and change his speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden, he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this. Next will be the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. In prior meetings with Marco Estrada, he hits at a .364 clip. He's also hit 3 home runs. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And he pops it up, drifting just beyond the infield. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Yanks strand a pair. Yankees nothing. Blue Jays coming to. Now to the plate, Kevin Pillar. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Kevin.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that's through for a hit. So here in the first inning, the leadoff man's aboard to kick things off.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. They come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's. And hold on there. That's not going to get him in there with the stolen base.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal of second base.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. 1-0 the count. Here comes the 1-0. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Pillar, the runner at second with 1 away. And this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Bullet back up the middle. Ellsbury is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Set. Here it comes. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. Gone!
I guess the pitchers haven't been talking in the dugout because it looks like they've learned nothing about this guy. He's torched them for 4 home runs this series, and they're still giving him pitches to hit.
No balls and 1 strike. Looks at a curveball called for a strike.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Jays strike for a couple as you get another look at the 2-run dinger. Second inning coming up. It's now. Here's Didi Gregorius. In prior meetings with Marco Estrada, he's got 8 hits in 35 ABs. And of those hits, 3 of them were of the home run variety. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
This team going for the sweep is looking for some home cooking. It's always nice to win a series, but particularly nice when you can sweep a series at home.
And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent.
Zero, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Here's Brett Gardner now. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Pillar is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. In prior meetings with Marco Estrada, the pitchers owned him. He's a paltry 1 for 11. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And the tag, he will be out at third. So stepping in, Troy Tulowitzki, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Troy Tulowitzki.
And a breaking ball stays outside. A ball and a strike. The count to Tulo now. Tulowitzki, who's long been referred to as just Tulo, of course. He was a first-round pick back in 2005.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
And Gardner there to put it away for the first out.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And let's focus our attention on outfielder Jacoby Ellsbury. His calling card is speed. First step quickness, the ability to get out of a box, the ability to have great reads. What you will look for today is guys will test his arm. Look for him to have to make a big throw to nail someone at third base or at home plate.
Here's Randall Grichuk. Will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike.
Hey, I don't know what happened in between innings, but he went down that tunnel with a few of his teammates and some coaches and found a way to regroup because he's been really good this second inning. After going out in the first, I thought it was going to be a super short outing.
And he takes a called strike 2.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taking all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
Again, he sends it out of play. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
Another full count pitch on its way. And he's just going to make him throw as many pitches as he can as he fouls another one away, and it's still full at 3-2. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. And now this will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. Another one sent foul. And the 11th pitch is the charm as he strikes him out to end the inning. A nice daytime shot there from one of the many marinas here in Toronto as we're set to go in the 3rd inning of this one. Here's the first pitch to him. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Fouled off. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Hit in the air to shallow center. And this is hauled in on the run for the out. And he had a lot of ground to cover to get to that one. Coming to the plate now, Ronald Torreyes. He reached on a single in his first try. First delivery to him on the way. Fouled away. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Sent on the ground out to second. Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away. So striding in, Gary Sanchez. A base hit in his first trip. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Lays off 1-0.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
There's a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Hit sharply on the ground. Tulowitzki comes up with it. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Jays are out in front, 2-0. Stepping in, Russell Martin, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike. Good curveball that time in the low 80s, 0-2.
So 2 pitches in a row on the outside corner for strikes. You think he stays out there?
I think he does. One thing you don't want to do, though, Matt, it's not a good idea to throw the same hitter, the same pitch 3 times in a row, back to back to back, but I think he might throw it here.
And this will be chopped foul here at home plate. Just gets a piece of it. Still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kevin Pillar. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
This is line to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out. Striding in, Devin Travis. He popped out in his first trip.
Stay on the attack if you're the pitcher right here. You know who's lurking, 3, 4, 5, and you'd love to see that number 3-hole hitter lead that next inning off.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2. Line drive to left. Gardner is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Here's big Aaron Judge. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And the leadoff man in the inning will get the job done here. It's an infield single. Giancarlo Stanton now comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
0-1, here's the pitch. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Fooled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. Judge gets his lead at first, nobody out. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. Here's Didi Gregorius. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch of the at-bat. The curveball that catches the inside corner. Oh, he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. The 0-2 delivery. The fastball down near the shoe tops. The 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to second. A dive, and he knocks it down. And the recovery throw is too late, and there are 2 on with 1 away now.
Now batting, third baseman, Brandon Drury.
Digging in, Brendan Drury, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. First delivery to him on the way. Soft liner to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of the baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Here's Brett Gardner now. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. In there, a base hit. 1 run scores. And not in time as the run scores. And now they've got the runner caught in the hot box as he thought about going home. But he's safe at third as he's able to scramble back.
Hey, after being down by 2, getting into the middle of this one, that's a huge base hit right there, D-Row. Big 2 RBI knock.
Yeah, down by 2 right there, able to come through for the team, and we probably got an exciting finish on our hands.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now as he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat. It's strike 1. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Popped up. Therefore, it is Donaldson, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for the Yankees.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jacoby Ellsbury. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Now the pitch home to Ellsbury. Belted high and deep into right center. Grichuk going back to the track, to the wall. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a 3-run shot to right center field. First home run of the campaign for him. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
And you can see why they love this guy. He's a leadoff guy with some serious pop. And he pounces on this mistake and knocked it right out of here.
Now batting,
Ronald Torrey is the next to bat. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. He couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that will be ruled a strike. This is flared out towards second. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. But not before 5 crossed the plate, with the big blow being this 3-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 5-2 New York. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Especially after drilling the last guy up at the plate. That's just a great job to get your mechanics back under you and establish yourself back in the strike zone.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Grounded foul. Donaldson on at first. Nobody out. Back up the middle. And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two.
Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Gone!
Looking at that pitch again, you can see he just flat.
Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. And this misses as well, so it goes to 2-0 now on the Jays shortstop. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Ellsbury comes on now, and he has it 1 down.
Now batting, left fielder.
Now at the plate, Herbert Solarte. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. And a fastball not close. It's 2-1 now. Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Gregorius ranging into the outfield, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. Here's Randall Grichuk. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today. Russell Martin now. Previous history against Dellin Betances. He's just 1 for 6. A ball and no strikes.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Swung on and missed. 1-1.
1-1.
A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller. 3 runs already home here. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Got him swinging in the dirt. Sanchez gathers, and that ends the inning. One more look at the big blow for the... At the plate, Gary Sanchez. And, Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. Line drive base hit. So there'll be a man aboard here to start out their half of the 5th.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear him.
Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Aaron Judge. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball one. Sanchez aboard here at first with nobody out. Good opposite field power here, taken high and deep to right. And they take the lead. It's gone. All rise. Aaron Judge, a two-run shot. Home run number 3 here in the early going, and they take a 7-5 lead.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Into the box now, Giancarlo Stanton. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. '50th pitch of the game on its way. Now that ball is smoked, carrying to deep left, leaping, and he makes a terrific catch as he bangs into the wall.
That was a pretty spectacular catch right there. A lot of guys mistime that jump because they're worried about the wall coming on, but he got it just right and hauled it in. Great stuff.
Standing in now, Didi Gregorius. As he'll swing at the first pitch and bang one into right center field. That's a base hit.
Boy, D-Row, he's not missing very many barrels so far in this one. That is back-to-back bullets and another base hit.
Yeah, no doubt about it. There was this banner that hung in the Texas Rangers clubhouse back in the day that said hit or get left behind. That's exactly what this offense is doing.
Brandon Drury will bat next. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Line hard toward right center. And another base hit for him. Now 3 for 3 in this one. The relay throw, and he's safe.
Just an unbelievable piece of hitting right there. Staying on the inner half of that baseball right there. Staying to it and through it, not coming around it, and able to drive it the other way.
Joe Biagini is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season. Into the box, Brett Gardner. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. But it bends just foul into the second deck. 7 runs, 13 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. This one to right field and deep off the bat of Gardner. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him, as this is now a 5-run cushion.
Oh, man, he got hurt. His second pitch since coming in, and he serves one up. A reliever's worst nightmare and a big confidence boost to the lineup. Let's see if he can rebound.
Stepping in now, Greg Bird. As he rips it on the ground to second. Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away. Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Yankees lead it 10-5. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Kevin Villar. Previous history against Dellin Betances. He's a .333 hitter. Breaking ball in for a strike. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. The bouncer to the left side. And he's retired, 1 away.
Now batting. Second baseman.
Riding in once again, Devin Travis. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. 5 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
I try and tell people all the time, you're facing 90 to 92, 94. You can still see seams. It starts getting above 94. It starts to blur itself a little bit. You start pitching where this guy's at, you're seeing nothing. You're seeing vapor.
Grounded down the third baseline. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
Well, that's just the case, D-Roll. You got to make a little bit better pitches with 2 strikes. Jumps ahead 0-2, and then a couple of foul balls, and on pitch number 5, he squares one up for a base hit.
Yeah, I can't tell you how nice that feels right there. You battle.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. So digging in now, Ronald Torreyes. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Now the pitch. This pitch is popped up. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
Now batting. Catcher. Gary Sanchez.
Now at the plate, Gary Sanchez. He singled his last time up. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And he'll be back in standing up. He's set, and the pitch. A swing by Sanchez, and this one's soaring out into left field. Gone! A 2-run home run off the bat of Gary Sanchez. Second home run early in the year, as this is now a 7-run ball game. Here's big Aaron Judge. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
There to play it is Grichuk, and that's the first out.
Now batting.
Digging in, Giancarlo Stanton. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ground ball left side. Defense set up perfectly. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Up next for the Yankees, shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
Next for New York, Didi Gregorius. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. First pitch coming. Here it is. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. Here's Justin Smoke now. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman. 2-1 pitch is a knuckle curve taken for a called strike 2. The 2-2 one more time. And he fouls this one off. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Here's Kendrys Morales. Previous history against Dellin Betances. He's gone 2 for 5. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, he center cut that fastball. It comes in the high 90s, but that's a dangerous location no matter how hard you're throwing.
Count even at 2-2. Full count now for Morales. On deck, there you see Troy Tulowitzki. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. 0 for 2. He's flown out twice. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. Grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul for strike 2. Fly ball out toward left center field. After it is Gardner. And that ends the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. That's not going to help. Into the box now, Brendan Drury. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. On the ground to third, right to Donaldson. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The left fielder, number 11, Brett Gardner.
Here's Brett Gardner now. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. First pitch on its way. Bouncer up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
The first baseman, number 33.
Now at the plate, Greg Bird. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High in the air out to center field. Pillar's there. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury.
Digging in once again, Jacoby Ellsbury. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. He's ready now. The pitch. Fly ball out toward right field. Grichuk is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. At the plate, Yonhervis Solarte. Well, the reliever remains in the game here, having pitched very well, but this is a longer outing than what he's used to.
It is, Matt, and I really tip my cap to him for gutting this thing out right now. On the other side, I worry they're being a little bit too greedy by leaving him out there. There are options left in the pen, and it would be a shame if all his hard work got undone because he started making some mistakes in location due to fatigue.
Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Got a pretty good pitch to hit there and turned it into extra bases. And to me, this goes back to what we were saying about this reliever pitching longer than he's really used to. I do think he's fighting exhaustion right now.
Ready with the 0-1. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And he's going to make it into third base now, as I believe that'll be scored as a wild pitch. Missed with a breaking ball. Solarte, the runner at third with no outs. A full count, 3-2 to Randall Grichuk.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches, too.
Russell Martin now. And this is just the eye test talking here, but this reliever looks fatigued to me. Doesn't seem like his stuff. Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
Number 11, Kevin.
So striding forward now, Kevin Pillar. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. 0-1 the count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is line to left. This is right to him in left as he hardly. Ronald Torre is the next to bat. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point.
Second baseman.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Left side. Oh, what a stop on the slide. He goes to first. He is out. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base. Ready to take his hacks again, Gary Sanchez, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. The pitch. Hot shot down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The Blue Jays came into this one riding pretty high, presented with the opportunity to sweep the series. However, it has clearly not gone the way they'd hoped.
One of the things you have to do is play 27 outs and not give any at-bats away. They're down by several runs here. It doesn't look good, but they still have a chance. And when you have a chance, you have hope.
Ready with another 0-2. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. And for the opposition, wrapping this up and salvaging a win would at least make their trip out of here a little more pleasant.
This could be just what the doctor ordered. Nobody likes to get swept on the road, so winning this one could be big for building back team morale.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
The right fielder, number 99.
Boy, talk about having a day, D-Row. Gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Grichuk ranging forward, but he won't get there. It falls in. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand
it high and deep out to left field. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. The relay. Now a diving tag, and he hangs on for the out. Whoa. The tag, and it's a double play. And that gets him out of. Stepping up now, Devin Travis. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later.
Adam Warren is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Number 43, Adam Warren.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. A leap at the wall, but forget it. It's gone. A home run. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. He looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
One ball has already left the yard, and the big boys haven't even come up again. Get the fireworks going.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Base is empty here with nobody out. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Ready with the payoff pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. Torreyes gloves it. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. Stepping into the box, Justin Smoke. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. No balls and one strike. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Settling in now, Henrys Morales. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. To 1-2 now. Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So 1 run. Standing in, Didi Gregorius. A couple of singles for him and 4 trips for him this afternoon. First pitch coming. Here it is. Lifted in the air out to center field. Pillar's there. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. So coming to the plate, Brandon Drury. He was a ground out victim last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line toward right center. And another base hit. He's 4 for 5 in this game. Stepping into the box, Brett Gardner. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Slow bouncer to the right side. Step on the bag for 1. On to second, but it's a wide throw, and the shortstop can't recover. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. From the stretch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Listen, I'm not trying to make up an excuse, but this is this guy's 5th inning of work in this game out of the bullpen. Are you kidding me? Nobody goes 5 innings anymore.
Hit hard on the ground to first. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. Play at the plate, and he's out. A great throw. Now in the box, Troy Tulowitzki. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Objective number 1 right here is...
There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And it's gone. Aroldis Chapman takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Into the box now, Yangervis Solarte will swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike, 0-2.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone. Here's Randall Grichuk, lifetime line against Chapman. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2 in that last pitch on 2-2.
Hold that thought, though. This ball's hammered to deep center field. Back at the wall, and it's gone. Russell Martin now. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
2-1 now. This pitch is popped up. Drury on the move. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Everybody needs a little love in their life right there. Nice piece of hit. Gets you some right there. A little soft liner. He definitely wasn't on that baseball, but he got a little luck involved, a little love, and that thing found a hole right there into the outfield.
Kevin Pillar stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders, and this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this one.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
The count now at 2-2. Final strike for the Blue Jays. Still even at 2-2. Martin is off at first with 2 away. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Well, this is a big pitch right here. 2 outs in the 9th. The last thing you want to do is walk a guy and bring the tying run to the plate.
And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Third baseman number 20.
Chapman's ready. First pitch on the way. And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there.
And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate, but could not cash in.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
12-9, the final in this one. The New York Yankees used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Dylan Betances claims the win out of the pen, his first. Marco Estrada gave up a whopping 9 earned runs in the losing effort. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 19 minutes. Our paid attendance at the Rogers Center this afternoon.